The brutality of the attacks, the slaughter of whole families, was evident in horrific imagery seen around the world. Those pictures are so graphic that we will not be sharing that content on this program. But in announcing that America stands with Israel, President Joe Biden called the massacre, quote, pure, unadulterated evil. In the initial attack, Hamas terrorists killed more than 1,000 people, including at least 27 American citizens. They now threaten to execute on camera about 150 hostages they captured, including women, children, and elderly civilians. The highly orchestrated invasion was timed to coincide with the 50th anniversary of the Yom Kippur War. In a stunning attack that caught the world-renowned Israeli intelligence and security service completely off guard, an estimated 1,000 Hamas gunmen stormed Israel's advanced border fence and underground wall near Gaza. The militants used explosives to blow holes in the fence, then crossed through into southern Israel with motorcycles, pickup trucks, paragliders, and speedboats along the coast. The terrorists then rampaged for hours in multiple communities, gunning down whole families, mothers, fathers, children, bound, burned, and executed. Some victims beheaded, their houses torched. Hamas gunmen also murdered about 260 people attending a music festival in the desert, which ironically had been organized as a celebration of peace and love. Simultaneously, Palestinian militants launched more than 4,000 rockets into more urban areas. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the Hamas terrorists savages.
Hamas will understand that by attacking us, they've made a mistake of historic proportions. We will exact a price that will be remembered by them and Israel's other enemies for decades to come.
Israel began its retaliation immediately, mounting massive airstrikes against the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip. Buildings have been leveled, including multiple mosques. Israeli ground forces have massed along the Gaza border as the government has mobilized 360,000 reservists to join the fight. Israel also cut off all power and water to Gaza, which is one of the most densely populated regions of the world, with Hamas terrorists intermingled with innocent Palestinian civilians, about half under the age of 18, who have now also become victims of this war. In the face of last weekend's terrorist attack, the U.S. is fully backing its longtime ally, Israel, in its right to defend itself.
This attack has brought to the surface the painful memories and scars left by a millennia of anti-Semitism and genocide against the Jewish people. And this moment, we have to be crystal clear. There is no justification for terrorism, no excuse, and the type of terrorism that was exhibited here was just beyond the pale, beyond the pale.
But there is fear the war between Israel and Hamas could escalate into a broader Middle East conflict. Tensions are heightened along Israel's northern border with Lebanon, where the Hezbollah militant group congratulated Hamas, calling its weekend attack a response to what it called Israel's crimes.
For anyone thinking about trying to take advantage of the agony in Israel, to try to widen this conflict or to try to spill more blood, we have just one word: don't.
U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said additional U.S. military aid to Israel started flowing within days, including Iron Dome resources to help protect against missile attacks. An American naval strike force has moved into the eastern Mediterranean, and the Defense Department is pledging additional assets if necessary. Prime Minister Netanyahu warns the war will be a long and painful one, with many additional casualties. This Israeli soldier says he's ready for battle. On patrol, he found the body of his own mother, riddled with bullets, murdered as she tried to comfort neighborhood children.
They are not warriors. They are nothing. They are monsters. So monsters from Hamas, civilians from Hamas, and came and killed people from Israel just because they are people. I think it's a war between good and evil.